Right, Troy, did you come away thinking, have you lost that game 2-0?
We lost the game because we conceded early and our backs were against the wall. We conceded early, but we dominated 70 minutes of the game, I feel, and obviously we conceded late while we were chasing the goal. Switched off and played on one side, but we definitely thought that we should have got something from the game.
Yeah. Have you got any idea why? I know you haven't played for a lot of the games because of the injury, but there's been a lot of times this season where it's been a slow start, hasn't it? And it was again today the case.
There's something that we've got to cut out and take games by storm from the start, like we tend to do for the majority of the game by the first 15 minutes. So it's something we definitely got to work on, and as soon as we get that right, we'll be picking up points. Let us know tomorrow.
Yeah, towards the end of the first half, you sort of you can't settle down and look good, and then for most of the second half, you were camped in their half, weren't you?
Yeah, I think we had 4 or 5 corners on the trot. They were throwing their bodies in front of the ball, and they were under the cosh, and it looked like it was going to score. I felt confident. I looked up at the clock, and it was an hour gone. I felt confident the next person to score would have been us. We were chasing the game, and Killer Blow they've scored in the 90th minute, and we then found out we had 6 minutes to play with to get that equaliser. So yeah, it's a bit devastating, but we'll get back on the training ground and work on the stuff that we need to work on to pick up the points.
Yeah, is there a feeling that you should have had at least one penalty today as well?
I definitely feel so. Terry Gore now. Jermaine McGlashan is borderline on the line, inside the box, outside the box. Terry's been pulled down. They've had two nibbles at him, and second one's worked, and the ref said he's dived, hasn't booked him, hasn't given him a free kick, so should have got a penalty. It's a strange one really, but you get bad decisions at any level of football, and it's something we got to get used to because it seems to happen quite a bit.
Yeah. What was today like for you? Because you came back from a month out last week, played so well and kept a clean sheet. Was obviously the adrenaline must have been flowing just to be back, but was today harder because obviously the fitness levels are still coming back, match fitness wise?
I love being back. It may not look like it now, but I've loved being back. From my first session back, I was egging at the physio to let me train, and my first session back, I've had a smile on my face. I haven't stopped smiling on the pitch. I feel, even when playing, obviously today's a different story because we lost. So I was buzzing to be out there today, and it's upsetting that we've lost and couldn't carry on with the win that we got last week. But it is what it is, mate. We're going to work on it. It's not the end of the world, don't get me wrong, but we're going to work on things. We will, trust me, please believe me, we will pick up those points. As soon as we nip out the silly mistakes, we will pick up the points.
Yeah, any Cheltenham fans who weren't here today might just see the result and then look at the league table, see that you're down there, and start panicking. So, is there any hint of any worry?
No. We know we've got the ability in the squad, and we know we can be doing a lot better. And we're amongst the wrong crowd of teams at the moment. We should be up there, and like I said, we will strive to get up there. Please believe me, and the results will come.
Yeah, what's it been like playing with James Wilson? Because I didn't realise until last week you actually played together for Wales youth before, haven't you?
Yeah, under 17s, I think it was. I think he's a couple of years older than me, a year older than me, and we went away together to, I want to say Slovakia, but I'm not too sure. So I know Willow from there. It's well, and I think we complement each other well. It's just an understanding that needs to grow like any partnership on the pitch, and I'm sure it will flourish once we really get used to each other. And it's okay.
Yeah, what did you make of Scunthorpe today? Because they've been hard to beat this season. I think they've only lost once. They're unbeaten here, but once again, you're probably wondering. They didn't certainly look anything special, did they?
Yeah, Scunthorpe, they hold the stigma of being a club too big for League Two, and I think they will be up there challenging. As I do feel we will be up there challenging also. But they were solid. They kicked and had things and threw their body on the line, like I said before, and they got a bit of movement up top that is difficult to cope with at times. And like I said, I'm sure they'll do well. But having said that, I still feel we should have got something from the game. And I think everyone agrees in the dressing room. And, it's those kind of games that we need to pick up points from when we feel we've had a good chance.
Yeah, so that's 10 games down now in the league. Still very early, but when do you think the league table actually starts to mean something more serious than just,
The league table means something to me from game one, to be honest. But like I said, we're not panicking because we know we've got the ability and we know the results will come. But it's down to hard work, dedication from now, and we do work very hard. We have a good laugh on the training ground. We work hard at the same time, and the results will come. I'm very confident.
Right.